Have you ever wondered which Indian women are the most sexually active? Today, we're going to delve into a topic that's often shrouded in mystery and misconception due to societal norms and taboos. We're going to talk about the sexual activity of Indian women, a subject that isn't just about intimacy, but also offers insights into the overall health, lifestyle, and even empowerment of women. In India, a country rich in culture and tradition, discussing sexual activity can often be met with hushed whispers or outright disapproval. But it's high time we break such stereotypes. By bringing these conversations into the open, we can foster a better understanding and acceptance of women's sexual health and rights. We've got an intriguing exploration ahead, filled with surprising revelations that challenge preconceived notions and stereotypes. So, buckle up for an enlightening journey into the intimate lives of Indian women. So, let's dive into this intriguing topic and uncover some surprising facts. A nationwide survey conducted recently has some fascinating results. To understand the sexual behaviors and preferences of Indian women, several surveys were carried out across the country. These studies used a variety of methodologies, from in-person interviews to online questionnaires, ensuring a comprehensive and inclusive approach. The demographic of the women surveyed was as diverse as the nation itself, spanning various age groups, regions, occupations, and educational backgrounds. This broad spectrum allowed for a rich and nuanced understanding of the topic at hand. Now, let's delve into some of the key findings from these surveys. Interestingly, the studies showed that Indian women, regardless of their background, are increasingly open about their sexual preferences and needs. They're not shy to express their desire for intimacy, debunking the myth of the passive Indian woman. Moreover, the surveys revealed that Indian women are taking charge of their sexual health. They are seeking information, discussing issues openly, and ensuring their partners understand their needs. This proactive approach to sexual health is a positive step towards empowering women not just in their personal lives, but also in larger societal contexts. Another important finding is the shift in attitudes towards premarital sex. While traditionally seen as taboo, more and more Indian women are now comfortable with the idea, reflecting the changing social norms and the growing emphasis on individual choice and freedom. The surveys also pointed out that Indian women are increasingly prioritizing sexual compatibility in their relationships. They believe that a satisfying sexual relationship contributes significantly to the overall happiness and longevity of a partnership. Finally, the studies highlighted that Indian women are breaking stereotypes by exploring their sexuality, challenging societal norms, and advocating for their sexual rights. They are setting new benchmarks and leading the way towards a more open, inclusive, and sex-positive society. These survey results can be quite surprising, giving us a new perspective on Indian women's sexual activity. The survey results have revealed significant regional differences in the sexual activity of Indian women. As we delve into the data, it becomes evident that the geographic location of a woman in India has a profound influence on her sexual activity. The northern region of India, known for its conservative societal norms, showed a lower level of sexual activity among women. This could be attributed to the strong societal pressures and the patriarchal culture that often suppresses open discussions about sexuality. In contrast, the southern region of India, which is recognized for its progressive attitudes towards women's rights and education, reported higher levels of sexual activity. This openness towards discussions about sex and the empowerment of women could be the key factors behind this trend. The western region, particularly the state of Maharashtra, also reported higher levels of sexual activity. The cosmopolitan cities in this region, like Mumbai and Pune, are known for their liberal attitudes and the higher levels of education among women. This could be a contributing factor to the increased sexual activity. On the other hand, the eastern region of India showed varied results. While the metropolitan cities like Kolkata reported higher levels of sexual activity, the more rural areas showed lower levels. This could be due to the stark contrast in the level of education and societal norms between the urban and rural areas in this region. But of course, these are just broad generalizations. Every woman is unique and her sexual activity is influenced by a multitude of factors, not just her geographical location. However, it's interesting to note how societal, cultural, and economic factors in different regions can shape the sexual activity of women. And it's not just about which region reports the highest levels of sexual activity. It's about understanding the complex interplay of factors that influence a woman's sexual activity and how these factors can vary drastically from one region to another. As we can see, region plays a significant role in determining the sexual activity of Indian women. Not surprisingly, the age of the women surveyed also had a significant impact on the results. As we delve deeper into the survey findings, we see that age plays a pivotal role in shaping the sexual behavior and preferences of Indian women. Starting with the youngest age group, women in their early 20s were found to be more open and experimental. This could be attributed to the fact that this is typically a time when individuals are exploring their identities and forming their own views about sexuality. The change in societal norms over the years, along with increased accessibility to information, also seems to have contributed to this openness. Moving on to the next age group, women between the ages of 25 to 35, we notice an interesting shift. While they continue to be sexually active, their preferences become more defined. This could possibly be due to a better understanding of their own bodies and sexual needs. As we progress to middle-aged women between the ages of 36 to 50, we observe a decline in sexual activity. This can be attributed to multiple factors such as work-life balance, family responsibilities, and changes in physical health. However, it's important to note that while the frequency may decline, the desire for intimacy and connection often remains. Finally, we come to the age group of women over 50. Contrary to popular belief, many women in this age group continue to be sexually active and express a desire for intimacy. This goes against the stereotypical notion that sexual desire diminishes with age and emphasizes the importance of maintaining a healthy sexual life at all stages. In conclusion, each age group brings about a unique set of influences on the sexual behavior of Indian women. Whether it's the curiosity and exploration of the 20s, the self-awareness of the 30s, the challenges of middle age, or the continued desire in the later years, age plays a crucial role in shaping a woman's sexual journey. Age, thus, is another critical factor influencing the sexual activity of Indian women. Education and occupation also seem to play a role in the sexual activity of Indian women. Let's delve deeper into this aspect. A woman's educational background can influence her perspective on many things, including her sexual activity. The higher the education level, the more likely a woman is to have a broader understanding of her own sexuality. Women who've pursued higher education often have a more liberal attitude towards sex, viewing it as a natural part of life and relationships. They're more likely to take an active role in their sexual health and well-being and be open to discussing their desires and concerns. Let's move on to occupation. A woman's profession can have a significant impact on her sexual activity. Women in professions that offer economic independence and a degree of autonomy tend to have a more active sexual life. This might be because financial independence gives women the freedom to make their own decisions, including those related to their sexual activity. They're less likely to be influenced by societal norms or pressures, and more likely to make choices that align with their own desires and values. Now, it's important to note that these findings don't mean that every educated working woman in India has a high sexual drive. It simply indicates a trend, a correlation between these factors, and sexual activity. Every individual is unique, and their sexual activity can be influenced by a myriad of factors, from personal beliefs and values to physical health and emotional well-being. Economic independence, in particular, can be a game changer. It allows women to take charge of their lives, to make decisions that serve their best interests. This autonomy can extend to their sexual activity, giving them the freedom to explore and express their sexuality in a way that feels right for them. So, education and occupation too have a significant impact on the sexual activity of Indian women. These factors can shape a woman's attitude towards sex, influencing her sexual activity and overall sexual health. It's a fascinating aspect of the larger conversation about women's sexual activity in India, and one that deserves more attention and understanding. So, what does all this information tell us? It paints a vivid picture of the sexual activity of Indian women across different regions, age groups, educational backgrounds, and occupations. It's a clear reminder that they, like anyone else, have their own unique preferences and desires. It's also a testament to the fact that sexual activity isn't a topic that should be shrouded in secrecy or taboo. It's a part of their health and lifestyle, an aspect that should be acknowledged and respected. This video has shed light on the diverse sexual experiences of Indian women, breaking down the barriers of stereotype and misconception. It's crucial to remember that these findings aren't about ranking or comparison, but about understanding the nuances of sexual activity among Indian women. It's time we start talking openly about these topics and break the stereotypes associated with Indian women's sexual activity. After all, it's a part of their health and lifestyle.